Welcome to Optimal Anesthesia, where we delve into the fascinating world of biochemical processes. Today, we're exploring lactic acid, its production, utilization, and the mysteries behind lactic acidosis. Understanding lactic acidosis is crucial for anesthesiologists as it serves as a vital early warning sign of tissue hypoxia and metabolic disturbances, indicates anesthesia-related complications, and guides treatment strategies. This knowledge emphasizes the need for vigilant monitoring and intervention to optimize patient outcomes. So, let's dive right in. Let's dive into the fascinating world of lactic acid and its role in the body. Here's a simplified breakdown of its importance. 1. Energy boost. Imagine your muscles working hard during intense exercise, needing quick energy. Lactic acid steps in when oxygen is scarce, helping convert glucose into energy, ATP, for those muscles, keeping you moving. 2. Glucose backup. After the muscles have used lactic acid for energy, the liver can turn it back into glucose. This recycled glucose can then be sent to other parts of the body that need energy, ensuring no glucose goes to waste. 3. pH control. Lactic acid helps keep the body's pH balance in check. When it's made, it gives off a hydrogen ion, which can counteract acidity, kind of like a natural antacid, keeping things balanced. For heart helper, when your heart is working hard, like during exercise, it can use lactic acid as a backup fuel source. The heart converts lactic acid into pyruvate, which is then used to make more ATP, keeping your heart beating strong. 5. Cell chat. Lactic acid doesn't just sit around, it can also send messages within your body. It helps regulate how genes are expressed, how cells grow, and how they use energy, like a molecular messenger. So, lactic acid is like a multitasking superhero in your body, helping you stay active, keeping your energy levels up, and ensuring everything runs smoothly. Understanding its role can be crucial for your work in anesthesia, as it's a key player in maintaining the body's balance and function. Let's break down this complex topic of lactic acid biochemistry into a simple, systematic understanding. 1. Your body churns out about 15 to 20 mol per kg daily of lactic acid during glucose metabolism. It's like a byproduct of your cell's energy production process. 2. Your body keeps a tight balance between making and using lactic acid. The liver steps in to convert lactic acid back into glucose through a nifty cycle called the Cori cycle, ensuring there's not too much lactic acid hanging around. 3. Oxidation. When tissues need energy, they oxidize lactic acid into carbon dioxide and water, which accounts for most of its usage. It's like lactic acid gets a makeover into something more useful. 4. Some lactic acid is recycled back into glucose, providing an alternative energy source for your body. This process, called gluconeogenesis, mainly happens in the liver, ensuring a steady supply of fuel. 5. A small amount of lactic acid is converted into alanine, another amino acid. Alanine can either be used for energy or converted back into glucose in the liver, contributing to the body's energy stores. 6. Lactic acid also helps in buffering the body's pH balance. When there's too much acidity, lactic acid consumes hydrogen ions, reducing acidity, and generating bicarbonate, which further helps in buffering. Lactic acidosis can be classified into 3 main types, each with its own set of causes. Let's start with type A lactic acidosis. Type A lactic acidosis is often associated with conditions that lead to tissue hypoxia or hypoperfusion. Imagine your body going into shock, like in septic shock, cardiogenic shock, or hypovolemic shock. In these situations, the tissues aren't getting enough oxygen, so they switch to anaerobic metabolism, producing lactate. Other causes of type A lactic acidosis include severe infections like sepsis or pneumonia, heart failure, respiratory failure, and even hypoxemia, where there's low oxygen in the blood. All of these conditions can disrupt normal oxygen delivery to tissues, leading to lactate buildup. Now, let's move on to type B lactic acidosis, which is not related to tissue hypoxia. Instead, It's often caused by underlying diseases or medications that affect lactate metabolism or clearance. Liver disease, such as cirrhosis or acute liver failure, can impair the liver's ability to metabolize lactate. Certain malignancies, especially hematological cancers, can also lead to increased lactate production. Thiamine deficiency, which is essential for lactate metabolism, can contribute to type B lactic acidosis. Even medications like metformin or nucleoside analogs can disrupt lactate balance in the body. Lastly, we have D-lactic acidosis, a rare form caused by the accumulation of D-lactate, a byproduct of bacterial metabolism in the gut. Conditions like short bowel syndrome, where there's decreased absorption in the intestines, or bacterial overgrowth in the intestines can lead to increased D-lactate production, contributing to D-lactic acidosis. And there you have it, a brief overview of lactic acidosis. Understanding the concept is crucial, as lactic acidosis can be a serious condition that requires prompt treatment. If treatment is required, it typically involves addressing the underlying cause and correcting the acid-base imbalance. Thanks for tuning to Optimal Anesthesia.